to make a responsible adult decision today, and I didn't want to make that decision, and I knew what I had to do, so I made the decision. And it feels, even though the decision sucked that I had to make, it still makes me feel good that I know that I made the right decision. And I hate being an adult. I really do. It really sucks sometimes. But as long as you're a kid at heart, that's all that matters. The person behind me is acting like I do sometimes. I can tell that they're frustrated that I'm not going any faster. And I'm actually going 2 or 3 above the speed limit. And I'm on this small back road, and they keep kind of looking around me to see if they can pass me. But now they come up to the stop sign. If they wanted to pass me, they should have done what I did the other day and take that side road and beat me here, but they wouldn't beat me.
I got the vlog uploaded really super late today, so it's just been kind of a lazy day. And it's almost 5 o'clock, which means I have to be at work in 3 hours. So I'm going to try to enjoy my last little bit of time before I have to go to work. So I don't know what Delena's doing. She's over there watching videos, I think. But yeah. It's been kind of quiet and rainy around here today. And I haven't vlogged much, so I have no idea what's going to be on tomorrow's video. But I guess we shall see.
I think we should, thank the people that have started subscribing to our channel. Because...
yeah, we have like 15 subscribers now.
Which is actually a lot more than I thought we would have at this point. So that makes me happy. And, it's not, it doesn't make me feel like this is useless. Even though if no one's watching, it's still fun to do,
Yeah. Yeah, we're both having a lot of fun doing it. It's definitely interesting to learn about the whole editing process and what all that we can do and stuff. And I think we might have some, try to figure out some other kind of stuff to do, like some other little kinds of videos.
Yeah.
That would be fun. We've had a couple ideas. I've thought of a couple of things, and I think Delena's going to be trying to think of a couple of things, some things too. It's stuff that would make us laugh, that we think is funny, so we figured, other people might think it's funny too.
I was talking to Natalie, and I told them that they're supposed to be going to Peacock, and they're not. I don't know that my dad's going to be able to take them down there, so I may use my mom's car on Friday and take them down there to Peacock and drive back. So I know that'll be fun because Natalie really wants to be in the vlog. She really wants to get some vlogging done.
Well, can I ride with y'all?
Yeah.
I definitely want to go. That would be fun to ride up there. And then after we drop them off at Peacock, maybe we could stop and have lunch or dinner or whatever with Jessica and Stephanie and Brett and Jeff.
Yeah, I'd like to go see my grandparents too, since they live just down the street. Or, well, not down the street, just down I guess it's an interstate highway.
Yeah, it's Mississippi, so it's down the highway. Yeah, Delana and I are both originally from Mississippi, so we're like Tennessee transplants. I don't know, I've been here for almost 4 years, so I kind of consider myself to be a Tennessee person now. And not a, Tennessee as in sports for Tennessee, nothing like that.
No. Well, Memphis, yes, but the Tennessee Volunteers, no.
Yeah, we are not Tennessee Volunteers fans. We are Ole Miss fans, so... Yeah, but yeah, we're both from Mississippi, so it's nice to go down to Mississippi and see our friends and stuff that we don't get to see very often. And then Delane's grandparents, they live down there too.
Yeah, because they've got a whole mess of chickens. That sounds so country. A whole mess of chickens, but they have a whole bunch of chickens, and I can hopefully get some nice fresh eggs for them too.
I love the eggs.
They also have peacocks. I haven't seen their peacocks, since they were small.
They have what?
They have peacocks. Peacocks, that's an animal. Don't make it dirty.
No, I wasn't doing that. No, I was making stupid faces in the camera when you were talking about the peacocks,
okay.
And I should have had it on you.
Okay. Anyway, they have peacocks, and I haven't seen them since they were small, and the males are the prettiest. And I think they had 1 or 2 baby males. So it's really interesting. Maybe I'll grab some peacock feathers too.
Oh, that'd be cool. Some peacock feathers.
You're supposed to be lucky.
Lucky peacock feathers. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, when we lived in Mississippi when I was little, when they had the farm before, my grandma used to keep a bunch of vases of them, and she always told me that peacock feathers were lucky.
I could use some luck in my life.
Ooh, maybe we'll get some tomatoes too.
We'll get some what?
So maybe we'll get some tomatoes, because my grandpa said the tomatoes are almost ripe. And some blackberries. And my grandma said she's made strawberry preserves, blackberry preserves, a blackberry jam, and one other plum preserves and plum jam, which I never had I never had plum preserves or plum jam before. So
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Pretty good indeed.
well, crap. I really should have thought it through before I decided not to get gas earlier today. I knew I should have gotten gas before I ran out. I can't believe I did that. I mean, this is only the second time I've ever done this in my life. It makes me feel really stupid. You know what makes me feel better? The fact that I'm at a gas station. See? I'm not that dumb. I don't usually have road rage from behind, but I do right now because the speed limit is 35 and it's a neighborhood. It's not a neighborhood, but there's it kind of runs through. Anyway, it's 35 and I'm respecting the speed limit, and this girl in this big red truck will not get off of my bumper. So since she decided she wants to ride me, then I've just slowed down to about 25 miles an hour. So, if when someone's going slower than the speed limit, I get upset, because that's the speed limit. That's what you should be going. If someone's going under the speed limit, then I get angry. But, even if someone's going under the speed limit, I don't get right up on them, because that's rude. And, what if some kid runs across the street, or they see a squirrel run across the street, and they're the people that slam on the brakes when they see a small animal or something, So you can't. I don't follow closely. I get angry and stuff, but I will not follow too closely like this girl's doing. And she seems to be making every move and every turn that I do, and it's really starting to irritate me. Let me pass these people, and then I will get out of your way. Ugh. She just couldn't wait. Ugh. Impatient people. Oh, you can see me now. I just did this whole thing about, I just did this whole clip, and I couldn't even see myself, so I'm going to have to do it again. It'll probably be better this time. A little less rambling. But anyway, I know Karen and I had mentioned this earlier, but I just wanted to thank everybody who has subscribed so far. It really means a lot to us. We, are actually, I just think it's really cool that, most of the people who subscribe to us, a good, I'd say probably 98%, not that we have a lot, but 98% of the people who have subscribed we don't know, which is really cool. We started out, just kind of wanting to share our lives and, something for us to look back on too. I think also Kara mentioned earlier about us maybe doing some other videos, like skits and stuff. I know I love doing that kind of stuff. And if y'all have any ideas of videos that we could make, leave it in the comments. And also we've talked about doing things in Memphis that we don't normally do, to put in the vlogs, and to get out and do stuff, because I've lived here most of my life, and there's so much stuff in the city that I've never done. And so, if maybe you've ever wanted to plan a trip to Memphis, or thought, hey, if I ever go to Memphis, I want to do this, let us know, because it's almost like, we live in the city, and anybody can tell you this. They'll always say, oh, there's nothing to do. But somebody who comes in from the outside, they can think, oh, they can think of tons of things to do. So if you have any suggestions for stuff that y'all want to see around the city, or anything like that, just let us know. And also, I was thinking about just a few minutes ago, Elvis Week is in August, and I've never been to that, and and I've actually never been to Graceland either. So I think that would be really cool for us to do. That house was the house with where the cop lives, with the tripod in the yard. I don't know if you can see it when we pass by, but the house was the house with the white car was the one with the tripod in the yard, and it's still sitting there. Just no radar gun on there.
Well, I'm home from work, and I just discovered something that kind of makes me upset. Right here on my lip, I have a cold sore coming up, so I'm not happy about that, because I don't feel like having a cold sore, because they're painful and they're ugly. So I have this little tube of medicine that I bought for it, and it's like this size right here. It cost $17 for that little tube, but I mean, I guess it's worth it. It's lasted me for probably the last 3 or 4 cold sores I've had, but still, such a pain in the butt. Jeez, I don't like cold sores. But anyway, I'm gonna go put medicine on this, and hopefully it won't get too ugly and gross looking, so that I can keep vlogging over the next few days. But anyway, guess I'm gonna go put this medicine on it now. Okay, so last night when I was going around on YouTube, and I was just watching some other videos, and I'm always just going around commenting on, if I watch a video and I really enjoy it and I really like it, I try to, put a comment on it, because I want other people to comment on my videos, so I go and comment on theirs. But anyway, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on here before, but I'm a pretty big fan of some other vloggers, especially some of the ones that are more well known. But the Shaytards were actually the first vloggers that I ever watched on YouTube. And I've watched them for a couple of years now, and now that Shay Carl's, some of his family have started channels as well, I've been watching those. So I've really been enjoying watching his brother Casey's videos, and I went and watched the newest one that he had posted last night. So I commented on it. He was talking about how he was going, I think next weekend, to LA, and he was going to get a boot camp in editing from Shay. And I made some comment about, how we all wish that we could go and, get tips from Shay for all this. But, yeah, I was really excited, because, like, within less than 10 minutes, Casey responded back to my comment. So I was, like, all giddy for a little bit after I saw it. I was like, yeah, he responded to my comment. Yeah. That's how cool my comment was. But, yeah, it was pretty funny. But, yeah, I just wanted to have my little fangirl moment, because one of the members of the Shaytard family messaged me back on a comment. But yeah, now I feel like I'm just rambling on, so I'm going to turn the camera off now, and I'm going to go do some other stuff on the computer. Okay, bye.